Who wants to be the next Italian wine ambassador? Join an exclusive network of 400 Italian wine ambassadors across 48 countries. Vinitaly International Academy is coming to Chicago on October 19th to 21st, and to Almaty, Kazakhstan from November 16th to 18th. Don't miss out. Register now at vinitaly.com.
For all the super wine geeks out there, we have a special new series dedicated to you. We are reading excerpts from our new edition of Italian Wine Unplugged 2.0. Wine lovers, tune in for your weekly fix only on Italian Wine Podcast. If you want to own a copy of this new must-read Italian wine textbook, just go to Amazon.com or visit us at mamajumboshrimp.com.
Neretto di Bairo. Red. Description: also known as Neretto di San Giorgio. Associated regions and DOPs. Piedmont. It is grown mainly in the province of Turin, though it is also found in the provinces of Vercelli and Novara. Monovarietal wines are hard to find. It is present in the DOC Canavese minimum 60%, and Pinerolese Ramie, where it is blended with the Havana and Avarengo. In the vineyard, it has a large pyramidal compact bunch and small berries, medium vigor, pretty good and regular productivity. It is a resistant variety, but spring frosts and showers are a problem due to early flowering. It is also susceptible to Millerite age. In the glass, lovely red fruit and grapey aromas and a nice sweet fleshiness on the long almond finish. Nero Buono. Red. Description: once called Nero Buono di Cori. Associated regions and DOPs. Lazio. It is allowed in the DOC wines Cori Nero Buono, minimum 80%, and can be specified on the label in the DOC wines Castelli Romani Rosso, minimum 85%. In the vineyard, medium-sized bunches and berries, very vigorous. This variety likes higher altitudes and volcanic soils. In the glass, grapey and vinous, light to medium-bodied and juicy black fruit and pleasant flesh herb aromas and flavors. As it ages, it develops more complex notes. Nieddera. Red. Description: one of the oldest varieties on the island, also called Niedda Vera. Associated regions and DOPs. Sardinia. It mainly grows in the Sinis area on the western side of the island and the countryside around Cagliari, Nuoro, and especially Oristano on the right bank of the Tirso River. It is usually blended with other varieties in the IGT wines such as Barbagia, Ogliastra, Trexenta, and Valle del Tirso. In the vineyard, it is characterized by medium-large bunches and medium-large berries, vigorous, good disease-resistant, and easy to work with in the vineyard. In the glass, lightly tannic and savory, delicately floral, notes of rose, buttercup, and iris, and fruity, red currant and red cherry, with an obvious saline notes. Nocera. Red. Description: Nocera was an important cultivar in the northeastern Sicily. In fact, it used to be the main ingredient of Faro wine blends. Associated regions and DOPs. Sicily. Its cultivation is mostly limited to the countryside around Messina at the northeastern tip of Sicily, especially between Furnari and Castanea. It is also grown sporadically in Calabria, in every province except for Cosenza. Monovarietal Nocera wines are hard to find. It can be specified as a grape on the DOC wines Sicilia or in Sicilian DOC wines such as Faro or Mamertino and Calabria's Sant'Anna Isola di Caporizzuto, blends of small amounts of Nocera with the two Nerello grapes, and in several IGT wines. In the vineyard, medium-sized, loosely packed bunches with large berries. Vigorous, good, and regular productivity, not very disease-resistant. In the glass. Full-bodied, rich, satisfying wines blast with acidity and age-worthiness. Lovely aromas of fresh herbs, ripe red cherries, and tar with a long, smooth finish. Olivella Nera, red. Description: Olivella Nera is one of the main grapes in Italy named for their olive shape, oliva. Associated regions and DOPs. Campania, Lazio. It is allowed only in Lazio IGT wines such as Colli Cimini, Frusinate, Civitella d'Agliano, and Lazio, and it is probably used unknowingly in the areas of Vesuvius in the DOC Lacrima Christi blends, DOC Ischia Rosso, and DOC Penisola Sorrentina. In the vineyard, small loosely packed bunches and small berries. It is sensitive to peronospora, extremely vigorous, but the productivity is low. In the glass, it is fresh and fruity, with bright red fruits and delicate herbal flavors and a saline twist at the back. Ortrugo, white. Description: Ortrugo was originally called Altruga, as in other grape, from altro in Italian, considered less important than other varieties it was blended with. Associated regions and DOPs. Emilia-Romagna, Lombardy. It is especially abundant around Piacenza, in the D'Adria, Nure, Tidone, and Trebbia valleys, but it is also found in Lombardy in the Oltrepo Pavese area. The best pure examples of Ortrugo can be had in the DOC wine Ortrugo, minimum 90%, and in the DOC Colli Piacentini Vinsanto, and in the IGT wines Bianco di Castelfranco Emilia, Emilia, Forlì, Ravenna, and Rubicone. In the vineyard, large and compact bunches, medium berries, vigorous, abundant, and regular productivity. In the glass, the wines are always fresh, clean, and crisp, with a nice lemony green apple, delicately herbal, and mineral personality. Pampanuto. Description: also known as Pampanino and Rizzullo. Associated regions and DOPs. Apulia. It is now found mainly in northern and central Apulia. Monovarietal bottlings are extremely rare, given that Pampanuto is a low-acid variety. It is usually blended with Bombino Bianco, a variety with a high level of acidity in the DOC wines Castel del Monte. It is present in other IGT wines, including Daunia, Murgia, Apulia, and Valle d'Itria. In the vineyard, medium-sized bunches and berries. It is a good and dependable producer with a good disease resistance and a copious production of juice. In the glass, it gives light, delicate wines that tend to oxidize. Depending on the vinification techniques, the wines can be characterized by herbal aromas and flavors, sage and basil, with green apple notes, rather than ripe tropical fruit flavors, mango, banana, guava. Pascale. Red. Description: perhaps of Spanish origin, but not certain. Associated regions and DOPs. Sardinia. There are no 100% Pascale DOC wines. It is allowed in almost 15 different Sardinian IGT wines. In the vineyard, characterized by medium-large bunches and berries. It is a very vigorous variety and a dependable producer, though it is sensitive to powdery mildew. In the glass, it has always been used in blends with Cannonau, to which it confers freshness and grace.
Listen to the Italian Wine Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. We're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Himalaya FM, and more. Don't forget to subscribe and rate the show. If you enjoy listening, please consider donating through ItalianWinePodcast.com. Any amount helps cover equipment, production, and publication costs. Until next time, cin cin.